Quadrilateral practice set 5.1 part 3. Question number 6. In the figure, quadrilateral PQRS and quadrilateral ABCR are two parallelograms. If measure of angle P equals to 110, then find the measure of all angles of quadrilateral ABCR. Let's see the solution of this question. You can see the bigger quadrilateral in this figure is a parallelogram, that is PQRS. And we know opposite angles of a quadrilateral of a parallelogram are congruent. Okay, opposite angle of parallelogram will have same measure. So you can see here that angle P and angle R, you can see in this figure angle P and angle R are opposite angles, and these two angles will have same measures. Okay, therefore measure angle SPQ equals to measure angle SRQ, as they are opposite angles of parallelogram. And you can see that angle SPQ is given as 110 degree. Okay, you can see in this figure measure angle SPQ is given 110 degree. Therefore measure angle SRQ will also be 110 degree, which we can write as measure angle ARC equals to 110 degree. So angle ARC and angle SRQ, you can see in this figure angle ARC and angle SRQ are the same angle. Okay, so we can write SRQ as angle ARC. Now you can see the smaller quadrilateral ABCR. It is also parallelogram, right? So look at in this figure, angle R and angle B are opposite angles, and opposite angles are congruent, right? So here angle R and angle B will have the same measure. Okay, so we can write measure angle ABC equals to measure angle ARC, as opposite angles of parallelogram are congruent. Therefore measure angle ABC equals to 110 degree. Now we know that adjacent angles of parallelogram are supplementary. Adjacent angle means consecutive angles like angle A and angle B, angle B and angle C, angle C and angle R, right, are consecutive angles. They are adjacent angles, and sum of these two angles will be 180 degree. Okay, so I'll be taking, you can see in this figure, angle BAR and angle ARC are adjacent angles. So the sum of these two angles is 180 degree. Okay, now at the place of ARC we can write 110. So we will replace measure angle ARC by 110. So we will get 110 plus measure angle BAR equals to 180. Now we will shift 110 degree to that side of equal to. So when we will shift this number from one side to other side, then the sign of this number will change. So we will get measure angle BAR equals to 180 minus 110. Now we will subtract 110 from 180. We will get measure angle BAR equals to 70 degree. Okay, now angle BAR, you can see in this figure angle BAR and angle BCR are opposite angle. Are they opposite angle? Yes. And we know that opposite angles are congruent. Opposite angles will have same measure. So I can say that measure angle BAR equals to measure angle BCR because they are opposite angles of parallelogram. Therefore measure angle BCR is equals to 70 degree. So you can see that I have calculated that how to find the measure of all four angles of quadrilateral ABCR. Now here we have question number 7. In the adjoining figure, quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Point E is on the ray AB such that BE equals to AB. Then prove that line ED bisect seg BC at point F. Okay, so what we have to prove over here, line DE bisect BC. Bisect means it divides BC into equal parts. It means I have to prove CF equals to BF. So in a given, you can note down that coital ABCD is a parallelogram, BE equals to AB, and we have to prove that line ED bisects seg BC at point F. It means FC equals to FB. Let's see the proof of this question. Coital ABCD is a parallelogram. It is given. And we know opposite sides of parallelograms are congruent. Opposite sides will have same length. So let's see in this figure, side AB and side DC. They are opposite sides of parallelogram and they will be equal. So we can write over here side AB congruent to side DC. Reason will come as they are opposite sides of parallelogram. Now you can see in this figure side AB and side BE are also congruent to each other. Okay, just look at in this figure. Side AB and side BE are also equals to each other. So we will note down that seg AB congruent to seg BE, and that would be equation number 2. Now let's see equation 1 and equation 2. We will compare equation 1 and 2. You can see that seg DC and seg BE both are equals to same segment AB. Therefore, from 1 and 2, I can say that seg DC congruent to seg BE. And we will make a note of this as equation number 3. And what is reason why these two are equal? It's from 1 and 2. Now you can see that side DC and side AB are parallel, right? You can see in this figure side DC and side AB are parallel. Why they are parallel? Because they are opposite sides of parallelogram. Okay, if AB is parallel to DC, then DC will also parallel to AE, right? You can see in this figure DC is parallel to AE and DE is a transversal. Therefore, angle E congruent to angle D, that is angle CDE congruent to angle AED. Do you know why these two angles are congruent? Because they are altered angles formed by parallel lines, and altered angles formed by parallel lines are congruent. So angle CDE can be written as CDF, same angle with different name, and angle BEF we will write at the place of angle AED, and we will make note of this as equation number 4. Now in triangle DFC and in triangle EFB, okay, we will take these two triangles. You can see in this figure. Now in this two triangle, we will find which parts of those two triangles are congruent, right? Which part means which angles and which side of these two triangles are congruent. Since we are going to prove these two triangles congruent, so let's see over here side BE and side DC. Can you see in this figure side BE and side DC are congruent? From equation number 3 already we have proved it above. Okay, you can see in this figure angle BEF and angle CDF are also congruent. We have already proved it before. They are altered angle. That's from equation number 4. And let's see in this figure angle BFE and angle DFC are also congruent because they are vertically opposite angle. So angle DFC congruent to angle EFB, vertically upward angle. So these two triangles are congruent by side angle test. And we know if the two triangles are congruent, then their remaining parts will also congruent. So we will take remaining part as FC congruent to FB. Reason will come C dot S dot C dot T, that is corresponding sides of congruent triangle. Therefore, I can say that line ED bisect seg BC at point F.